to the property to sell so, the bank can call the loan. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep me and my wife as a beneficiary, and he's going to be the trustee. And then I'm going to sell my rights, my beneficial rights, to him. Does everybody understand that? Basically, how many of you ever had a friend when you were young and they bought a car and then they could not make the payments on the car, so they just say, look, if you just keep making the payments, you can have it. I did that 2 or 3 times. And that's pretty much the same thing. Okay? Any questions on that before I move on?
What's your guarantee that that person is going to continue to make the payments?
You're going to make the payments.
Oh.
When you're going to make the payments, and I'm going to make sure that I send a copy of the either bank check or the check and so on. Now, or you could do it my way. Watch this. Everybody understand that? You could read this over, read this over, read this over, read this over, and read it. When you get tired of reading it, read it again.
So it's also can make your house now a living facility if you want?
If you wanted to, but if you made my house a living facility, you're crazy. You want to live in my house. I promise you that, right, Celso?
Yeah.
But you know what? You can. I know some guy in California that he takes houses bigger than mine, and he gets $8,000, $10,000 a month for each person for 6 people. $60,000 from one single family home. You have to do it on a house like that because the mortgage is $7,000 a month. Okay. Now, let me give you another piece of paper. Once you get tired of reading that over and over and over and over again, read it again. You want to. These are the things that you have to learn these things. When I do a land question.
When do you go? When can you go and put your house up into the trust?
Immediately. You can put trust any time of day you want. It does not change title. Now it does change title from you to your trust you. Okay, so you have to do this. We're actually going to go over all those documents that you need for that trust. That I do. Again, this is the stuff that I do. Okay? So a friend of mine took a property on a trust, could not contact the mortgage because they went to 1 or 2 classes and they realized they could do a trust. The person that signed the house over to them left the state. They tried contacting the mortgage. What do you think the mortgage said? I don't think so. Who are you? Well, I got a trust. Yeah? You need a letter of authorization that says that you're authorized to look into this mortgage. Or you need to send me some trustee papers. He didn't have none of that. But he had the house signed over. Had a quitclaim deed. That's like having a car with no keys. Okay, so we give him this letter. And it says, yeah, listen, Miss Donald Duck, these are the copies of the closing of your home. How many of you know you could do this in the kitchen? How many of you know you should not do this in the kitchen? Why? Pay the lawyer a couple of $100, $200, $250. He sits there while they're signing the papers, while they're reviewing it. That's what my lawyer does. He says, review this, and then he gets on the computer and does stuff while they review it. It cost me $250. How many of you know that the person sitting across the table feels really good that he did this in front of a lawyer? Some of us did it in the living room. Some of them come to my house, and I still tell them, take it to your lawyer. Why? You're protecting you. Okay, so I give them a sales and purchase agreement. Everybody uses those. It tells them clearly that we're going to place your home into a land trust, which is a legal way of holding the property in all states. The next 3 documents are used to effectuate this transaction. A land trust agreement. This document creates a land trust into which we will place your home. You're telling them this. You're going to read this with them. The land trust will become the legal owner of the home. Who's the legal owner? The land trust. All right? The agreement will show that you will hold a beneficial interest in the property. Will they feel good? Yes. Half of them will not understand this anyways. But they will understand that they are the beneficial interest in the party. It also names a trustee for the trust. Guess who the trustee is? You. Who controls it? The beneficial interest owner or the trustee? Trustee. Everybody understand that? That's very important. Quitclaim deed. You're going to see that it has a quitclaim and a warranty deed, depending on the state. Florida's okay with a quitclaim deed. Warranty deed, same dog, different collar, okay? This deeds your home into the land trust. And it's what gets recorded in the county recorder's office. It will get recorded. What happens if you don't record it?
You're not employed.
Let me tell you, I met with a young lady from our group that bought a property. And the seller told them, listen, you don't want to record this because the bank's going to call the loan if you did. Sold the property to 5 different people.
Wow. Yeah.
I said, you go over there and record your thing and then go straight to the lawyer. Send it to one of my lawyers. She's not going to get it. She was like 4th in line or something. The warranty deed accomplishes the same as the quitclaim deed. Some institutions prefer one deed over the other, blah, 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 okay? Warranty deed to the trustee. This gives the trustee the authority to handle anything that needs to be done in the future. That would be you. It gets recorded in the recorder's office of county. Assignment, very, very, very important. Assignment of beneficial interest. This transfers the beneficial interest of the trust from you to the new company, from them to the new company. So the house and the business are in the trust, and the company is now the beneficiary of that trust. This document also reiterates what you have previously discussed regarding the fact that the existing mortgage on the home will remain in your name, their name, until such time as buyer is found who can bring in new financing in their own name. This is the documents that I give, page 2. The remaining papers are so I can manage the property. This way you don't get yourself in a bind. Check this out. Notice to the mortgage insurance company. It's just a simple notice that says that these documents inform the mortgage holder and the insurance company that your home will no longer be occupied by them, but will become a rental property, and you have retained the services of you, whatever your management company is. If you don't have a management company, you will have a management company. But I'm not telling you to get one, okay? To manage the property. It also instructs the insurance company to add the name of the trust to the list. Why? The same young lady, Wednesday, she was with us in Leticia, said, oh, one of my other houses caught on fire. The insurance sent a check, a big check, to the previous owners. The previous owner said, excuse me, there's my name on the check. I'm not giving that check up. I'll give you $2,000 if you want, from the $10,000 you gave me, and you can go away, and I'll fix the house. Is she in a bind? Can she legally do something?
Yes.
No, they both committed fraud. Why did they both commit fraud? None of them are entitled to that check. He doesn't live in the house. He is not. She, the lawyer said, you both committed fraud. So why don't you work it out and just go away quietly. Will they pursue him? I don't know. Why even take the chance? If you have a notice to the mortgage company and the insurance company and the house catches on fire, I had one catch on fire, check came in my name. Even though the check came in my name, the guy kept the check and said, I said, I will call the police. It took him a week to give me the check. He actually set the house on fire when he had an argument with his girlfriend. I made a lot of money on that house. Okay. Escrow agreement. This document instructs the mortgage company how to calculate the final payoff amount. Why? It seems like a simple issue, but sometimes the lender don't know what to do with excess escrow funds when the loan is closed. Not when it's closed now, when it's closed 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now. You want the money to go to you or to the previous owner? What is the difference? Let's say this. This is very important. Please, please, please pay attention to this. So I just bought a house in Spring Hill. And it's worth $80,000. $103,000. It owes $103,000. The payments are $535 or $565, something like that. PITI, everybody knows what that means, right?
Yes.
Principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, okay? That means everything. So now I make this payment, and this balance starts to go down very slowly. And in 5 years, the property is worth, say, 100. Is that fair? I'm being very conservative. But it only owes 70. I close. The mortgage is still in their name. The deed is in the name of their trust. So 30,000 is going to go to somebody. A, do you want it to go to them? Or B, do you want it to go to you? That's simple, right? Let me think about that one for a while. So what you do is I gave him $100. The purchase price, what is the purchase price? $103,000, right? Wrong. The purchase price is $100. Should have brought the contract. Should have brought the contract with me. $100 subject to the existing mortgage up to $103,000. Very important. The purchase price is $100 subject to $103,000. If I close today, I have to pay $103,000. If I close next year, I have to pay the difference between principal and interest, which may be $100. If I close in 30 years,